In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to handle the objection, sorry, we already have a preferred supplier list. And the first thing to understand is that, unlike what you might think, it is not necessarily a bad thing that they have a PSL. Why? Because first of all, it shows that there is a potential. You don't have a PSL, you don't have a supplier list if you don't use recruitment agencies. So it is already a good thing for you. And also, it shows that they take this seriously. They are organized and centralize everything. And it is also a good opportunity for you. So show that you understand that it is something that you are used to and that is something that you value. So the first thing to do is to answer positively and to show enthusiasm. Okay, glad to hear that you have a PSL. Actually, most of our clients do have a PSL and we enjoy working that way because it shows that you take recruitment very seriously. And now as a second step, you can ask question. But remember, you always ask open question, never close question, and also you always have a long-term vision, because the most common mistake that you can do as a recruiter is to think short-term and to ask close question. Usually, a better way to handle this objection is to ask the following question. Okay, I understand that you have a PSL, but is there any profile that your PSL is not able to deliver where I can help you with? This is a bad way to handle this objection because, as I explained you multiple times on this channel, if you ask a close question, most likely the answer will be no. And it doesn't matter whether it is true or not. It is just that the prospect, they want to end the conversation as soon as possible. They don't know you. They don't want to talk to you. So the answer to that question will be no. And then it is really difficult for you to ask another question and to get more information. So ask open question and always have a long-term vision. It is not very important at that point to try to reach an agreement on the possibility to work together. This is something that will happen later on. Instead, you can ask the following open question. Mr. the client, may I ask you, what are the profiles that you are struggling the most to find? Or could you tell me about one time where your PSL has not been able to deliver on time or budget? That's a very important one. And then with the information that you get here, you can build your pitch, you can build your answers, you can demonstrate why you could make the difference here. And now that hopefully you have more information, you can go to the next step, which is knowing the process. And usually I ask 3 questions. The first one, so one of the situations that we discussed previously in the previous step, where I ask, could you tell me one time where the PSL was not able to deliver on time or budget? I want to know if this situation happens again, how can I make sure that I will be there to help you? That's the first question. The second one, I want to know how to stay in touch, which means and frequency. Is it an email every month? Is it a call every month? Is it a meeting every quarter, etc.? And the last question, I want to know how did they build the PSL and when will they reevaluate it, because I want to know how to be part of the process when this will happen. And with all the information that you get, when you will follow it up, when you will contact them again, you will be able to be more impactful. And before we go to the step 4, if you like the video so far, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. As a next step, what you will do in the meantime, before you follow it up with a procurement, is that you can potentially dig deeper and contact other stakeholders. So for example, the top management, the hiring managers, etc. And you will use information that you got to get more information and to bring more value, to reach a point where you become so knowledgeable about a problem that it becomes a no-brainer that you are the solution. As a step 5, if you manage to make it that far, it means that you manage to open the conversation. So now what you can do, now that you have the information and that you know the process, you can challenge the potential to work together already today. So something that I could say is, for example, okay, listen, I understand that you will review your PSL in 6 or 12 months. But what I want to know is how can I help you today? Because from what I understand, based on what you explain, we will be able to deliver on time and budget for the following reason. We are helping clients in a similar situation by doing this, this, and this. And so I want to know, how can I help you already today? Could you test us with a challenging position that you have? And it might work, maybe they will accept to test you, but usually, honestly, it takes time and you have to be prepared for that. Also, you know, easy business is not very interesting. I mean, easy business because very often it's a low commitment, it's one shot, etc. It takes time to build a strong relationship and this is what you want. So to do so, always have a long-term vision and focus on the information, not pulling a job. And if you want to know how to handle the objection, we don't work with staffing agencies, then what you should do is to watch that video next. Thanks for watching, like the video and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one.